What's up, everybody? I'm Jesse Levan, real-life trader from Philadelphia. Hope you guys had a wonderful President's Day weekend. Enjoy your real-life stock review.
Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's your boy Jeremy Alexander Newsome with reallifetrading.com. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. Woo! Got a fun day in the markets. The last 2 days have been brilliant for day traders and swing traders. The last 2 days have really just been great. Phenomenal. New white soldier, bullish gap and go on the SPY. I've been saying all week that I think this is a flag pattern. We got a nice little rotation. I think this is it. Had an email from a trader saying, what does March look like? I think we slowly creep higher, my friends, in March. We could even make new all-time highs again in March, but probably in April as we trade up into and probably do make it back to these all-time highs. I know it sounds crazy, but as your resident perma bull, that right there is the pullback. Hashtag buy the dip, hashtag buy the salsa, hashtag told you so. Here's the targets, 297.40 on the SPY. Late March, early April. Still the targets, still looking there. I like the retracement by the dips. Things are looking good. Broader markets is pretty much what we got. Qs up 2%. Phenomenal. Bullish gap and go. I mean, that is solid. A really good close. Now, of course, one candle can change everything. But what's a big takeaway, folks, there's only 3 days left in February, is we opened February at 168.12. We closed today at 168.17, which means February, on the Qs at least, might end positive. What a crazy notion. If you would have told me that 3 weeks ago, I don't think I would have made that wager, that we would have closed and refilled all of that sell-off from February, but that's what we're looking at as of right now at least. And of course, the Dow, not quite as strong as the rest, but it too is looking like it's bouncing off the 100 and slowly meandering higher. Had a lot of requests for today's stock review. Thanks for sending them, so let's knock those out. Here's UPS, ticker symbol UPS. And UPS, longer term, I would absolutely recommend keeping an eye on it down here. I like this little volume spike right here. Today's candle is very close to a Marbozu. So the open and the low are almost the same, and the high and the close are almost the same. Very small Marbozu candle, almost perfect. But what I'm looking at more importantly is the 200 simple on the weeklies down here on UPS. So I don't have a short-term trade on this one, but I could say if you're looking for a trade, my thoughts on UPS are more in line with a bullish breakout above the high of last week, aka this week, with a stop right about here, and probably more of a longer-term investment on UPS. Longer term in this situation, meaning more than 6 or 7 months. Again, I know it's longer term. Probably won't be a bill paying trade necessarily, but could do something more like this, for the next 2-3 months and then eventually continue higher. So if you're keeping an eye on playing UPS bullish, sure, looks nice. Let's hop over to Walmart really quick. Here's Walmart on the daily chart, and this one had a cataclysmically bearish gap down on earnings Tuesday morning. And you actually have a bearish gap and go on the daily and also the weekly chart. So yeah, I am kind of keeping an eye out for a little bit of a bearish continuation. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but here's the hourly chart, and I will be watching for a little bit of a bearish follow through. It's probably going to last a day or two, week or two at max. Likely trade down into 89.31 or the 200 simple moving average and then bounce and then go bullish. How will I know if I'm wrong? Well, realistically, I'm wrong often. So if we trade above here and start showing some bullish signs and get back above this support, now a resistance from this gap action. If we get above there, then I would simply situate that Walmart comes back down and then dips around that particular time frame. But overall, phenomenal day trading opportunities on Tuesday and Wednesday for the bears. Right now, I'm kind of keeping my eyes out for a bearish rollover, just because this gap is incredible, but we will see, of course. Here's Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN, and my buddy who you watched the intro right there, Jesse James Levan. Look at Amazon closing out a picture perfect 1,500. It did make a new all-time high on the 21st of this week, which was Wednesday, and this is one of the cutest pennant patterns I've ever seen. Look how nice that is. Nice trend, gorgeous new white soldier right here. Amazon did bounce off of the 50. So there's the bounce off the 50 right there. Nice little S curve, right? We talked about that in numerous classes. Buy low, sell high. There's the pullback right there. So yeah, if we continue higher on Amazon, don't be afraid to continue this bullish trend. Looking good, and if she pops, strong. Here's Pfizer, PFE. And Pfizer, also pretty similarly market tied right now. Looks like a flag. Today is a new white soldier candle. Here's the weekly chart, and it's more bullish to neutral, realistically. There's not an amazing trend, and the reason I say it's more bullish to neutral, if I went back to August 2015, right, and bought it, it'd be the exact same price that it's at now. So Pfizer, more bullish to neutral, meaning you probably want to do longer term, share ownership, put sales, bull put spreads if you can find any premium, that kind of thing. But I wouldn't specifically be bearish on Pfizer at this particular point in time, but no really good short-term trade. US Steel looks like it's going to close above a behemoth resistance on the monthly chart. This is a big, big deal. Here's the long-term moving averages, and the 200 simple is at 40.44, which this thing was flatter than a Texas Roadhouse pancake since 2008. Look at that. 2008, the last 200 months on US Steel. Flat as far as the average goes. That is crazy town. Last 200 months in a row, that's the average. So what I'm looking at on US Steel is big, big resistance if it can close above here over 3 more days in February left. EMAs look strong. This could be it for US Steel, my friends. This really could be the breakout. So if you're looking at playing US Steel, I will be keeping my eyes very closely peeled to this trade. I like trading US Steel very often, and it's a longer term play, right? If I'm looking at a monthly chart, that doesn't mean that you can get in and 3 days later make money. I'm saying as of right now in US Steel, a big breakout, good volume, nice little pullback. Short-term trades, yeah, sure. Keep an eye on the daily and the hourly. Long-term, you might want to be having some shares in US Steel as it does pay dividends. It is breaking out, and I think this one's going to continue higher. Here's Mickey D's, ticker symbol MCD. And McDonald's bouncing off real nicely. The last time I looked at it was right down here with that nice morning star reversal. And you'll notice just 3 days ago, we were looking at McDonald's in the afternoon swing trading room, and we talked about a bull put spread for March or a put sale for McDonald's. Asha has an April put sale at 165, which is in the money right now, but is slowly coming out of the money. And I remember, I think you guys all saw my McDonald's chart, but just in case, I'll post it again. Here's the weekly, and all we did on McDonald's is pull back to the 50 EMA. So let me hop over here to this chart on McDonald's really quick. Pop over here, and this was the analysis slash trade setup slash, hey, back in December 29th, right before we started getting some dips in the markets and in McDonald's, I was like, this rotation has to come in. It is needed, and here it is. Bloop. Almost to the day, almost to the price, almost exactly where I expected the day and the pullback to occur on McDonald's. Again, this was back in December 29th. There's the tag right there before the end of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, your boy knows what he's doing. S-curve, buy the dip, buy low, sell high. That's what it looks like on McDonald's. I like it. Here's Facebook. Have a few traders making some money in Facebook. My good buddy David in a 165, 160 bull put spread. Marios from Cyprus. He's been all over Facebook recently. This is another one that just bounced oh so beautifully off the 200 simple. I should have kept that idea published chart up because that's another good one to look at, is this little 200 simple moving average bounce on Facebook. But I think you guys have all seen that. But just in case, just in case, for austerity purposes. I don't know if I'm saying that word the right way, but here it is back on February 7th, which is about 20 days ago, give or take. I mentioned I think Facebook's next buy low spot is on the 200, and all kind of traders had some put sales. Look at that. 2-3 days later, bloop, right to the 100. Phenomenal. The last 2 days, you had a really pretty pennant pattern right here. Inside day candle was yesterday. We got a gap action. Today, continued a little bit higher. So Facebook, again, still more bullish to neutral, which means being put sales. I think my buddy Dean Chance said he did another one for March 172.50. I believe for regular March. Might have been March week 1. I'll look at that in a second. I know he did another put sale. He's done, I think, like 15, maybe even more put sales in a row without getting put the stock on Facebook. It's just been a healthy, nice, grinding, bullish trend higher, slowly but surely making its way up into, I think, 220 is the next 2018 target. Here's ticker symbol OC, Owens, and OC trying to double bottom. It had earnings. It was a pretty decent bearish gap on Wednesday. And right now you got yourself this pennant pattern, which of course could break in any direction. If it breaks lower, I think some bulls will be trapped. Those bulls are trying to catch and form this double bottom right here. So if this thing breaks out and specifically closes above Wednesday's candle, I would be more bullish than bearish. If you're doing really short term, you could be zooming in and watching the hourly for this to form a little bit of a good price. But here's the weekly chart on it. And the weekly, I mean, again, that is a 3-week pennant pattern. So at some point, you'll likely see OC continue in one direction or another. It would make the most sense for it to continue bullish. But if it does continue bullish, great. If it continues bearish, there's been a time or two in the past where we've bounced off the 50 EMA on a weekly. So if we trade back down there, right, hashtag buy the salsa. Here's PayPal, PYPL that Cam requested. And PayPal up 2% today. We did have a bullish swing trade set up that we set up yesterday in the afternoon swing trading room. So triggered in on PayPal, nice little flag, new white soldier yesterday, beautiful break. You probably aren't too late on this trade. It really could pull back, probably does Monday, Tuesday, and then hopefully continues a little bit higher on PayPal, but PayPal looking good. Here's MCHP. MCHP on the daily chart, microchip technology. Where's that 100? Ooh, it's actually below those long terms. Interesting. Daily. This is the weekly chart. Looks a little on the weaker side. It did pull back to a good level, but no support that I like to use personally. The good news is none of that matters if it can close really and break out of this pennant pattern. It did not do that yet today. Short term, a little bit of a double bottom right there. Good close above the neckline right about there, but all is looking pretty good. Let's go look at Tesla really quick. Now, Tesla had a lot of people request on Tesla. And again, for those in the afternoon swing trading room, if you signed up, even if it was just this week, last week I said, hey guys, you should probably hop in. This is pretty great. Prices have gone up since then. But here is the analysis on Tesla, literally from Wednesday. We have a very pretty pennant pattern on Tesla right now. So a really pretty pennant pattern. You want this to break out tomorrow for anyone trading Tesla. Tomorrow is a big day. It's either going to break up or break down. So if it trades up into here, right about there at 360, that would really be your target. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, 139 bucks a month. It is lower still than my cell phone bill. Get in, learn, immerse yourself, surround yourself with positive energy, positive traders, and you will at least learn something. I mean, 139 bucks a month to learn something valuable, to get an idea of what a stock might do, and you can take take advantage of that opportunity. Woo! Paid you. Crushing Tesla. Had a trader or two take that trade. Milo's rocking it out. Beautiful move. Gorgeous stuff. Great breakout. Man, I love this stuff. EQIX. I'm going to go look at this one. EQIX. Equinox. And I think this is from my buddy Troy. And is it gapping down post-market? A little bit. I think they paid dividends today. Actually, it's pulling down to the 100 on a weekly. What's cool about this is if this stock closes above the high of this week, we should be good. So here's your old resistance, new support, high wave candle of some kind. So if we can close above the high of last week's candle on EQIX, I think this is a pretty good buying the dip opportunity. And my girl Sherry over there in California requested TLT. TLT is going to take its sweet and merry time to do anything bullish. With rates going, with rates going up, TLT is going to be going down. I did do a bull put spread, however, as I kind of like a little different from the market. I felt that TLT, and I did post this one for free as I usually do on all my spreads. TLT, this was when the market was just getting shredded. Oh, that's the wrong one, sorry. That's Micron. Micron had a very good day today. I did have a put sale on Micron, and I did buy it back. So this is when I sold the put. It was back on the 15th of February, and I was able to buy that put sale back today for 5 cents, so made money on that one. But here's the TLT bull put spread. This was February 5th when the market was just tanking. And I was looking at it and thinking to myself, okay, how can I get some bullish setups on this one? This was a 114, 113 bull put spread for March. So this blue line is the 100 simple on a monthly chart. So TLT, a little bit of a lower shadow. If this thing is going to bounce, which I don't necessarily think it will, but if it does, this is probably the area, Sherry. You got the 100 on a monthly time frame. We've only interacted with that two times before, and hopefully this will bounce. How long before it comes back to 140? It'll be a long time before then, maybe 2, 3, 4 years. But this head and shoulders pattern, I don't think plays out. In order for it to play out, they'll have to close below, retest, maybe go lower, which could happen. I mean, the higher the rates go, the more chances of that potentially occurring. But anyway, TLT, we'll see what it does. I do have a bull put spread that does expire now in 3 weeks, and I think I should be fine on that one. Last but not least for today is ticker symbol HOV. HOV, Hovarian Enterprises. Wow. Monthly chart getting shredded. Hashtag mozzarella cheese. Here's the weekly chart, and the weekly chart, you have a little bit of a morning star reversal right here. Kind of a bullish gap actually on the weekly, and then here's the daily. It's a little bit of a less expensive stock, but the good news is it did have a gap. It is kind of trading sideways, and this would be an interesting setup for me, but what I would do is I would enter half an R above the high of today, because a little bit of a bullish candle. And I would add to that position with another half an R if we closed above the highs of these candles. And my stop for both half R positions would be right here. So half an R there, stop for both positions there. And then if something like this occurs, then you take that stop, move it up to right about there, and you have a great risk mitigation process on HOV. That's my thoughts. Folks from around the world, thanks so much for your requests. I appreciate it. It's Friday. We did very well in the day trading room today. We snagged OLED for about 0.85 R. So this was a black candle gapping down, so a retest gap. And obviously the first 5-minute candle you can see is bullish. Once it broke below that, I shorted the retest of the low of the day break, and then we got out around here for about 0.85 Rs. Really good trade. And of course, yesterday, everyone and their mom was profitable on Wayfair with my favorite candlestick pattern on the 5-minute. I mean, Brad literally posted a video on that like 2 days ago. High wave indecision candle on the 5-minute. There it is. Entry. Killed it. Very nice trade on Wayfair. So 2 really good profitable days back to back. I'm at 7.75 Rs for the month. Let me know where you're at. Give me an update. Only 3 days left in February, folks. March, new month, new challenge. Let's start over fresh. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Real life trading is enriching lives all over the world. You guys rock. And until next time, love life, love fun, trade. Bye.